Hey home chefs, today you're going to get the best culotte steak recipe for cast iron searing this beef cut. I want to teach you how to make super tender, juicy picanha steak, which it's sometimes called because that's in a different language. But anyways, with complete details, you're going to learn exactly what is culotte steak and how to cook it. So let's do it. The recipe starts when you score the culotte fat cap. So you score the fat cap in 1/2-inch perpendicular lines, and you can see Sip, Bite, Go for more specific details, but basically you just want to make sure that you probably want to use a cutting board and not a plate here like we did because it got a little slippery, but you just want to make those lines, and that's going to allow the seasoning to get into the meat. Mix together the seasoning in a small mixing bowl, so combine some salt, black pepper, and garlic powder, and that makes the dry rub for culotte steak. And then to season the culotte steak, you just generously sprinkle the steak seasoning all over the beef cut. And now it's time to sear culotte steak. So you just heat a cast iron skillet to medium-high heat and add some olive oil. And once it becomes hot and shiny, then you're going to see it begins to smoke, and that's the perfect time to add the steak fat side down. Now, we didn't add it fat side down here because we forgot, but that's the better way to do it. So sear the steak for about 2 to 3 minutes until a brown crust forms on the side of the beef touching the pan. And then flip the steak and sear the other side for another couple of minutes until the steak forms a brown crust. Then you're going to quickly sear the edges, only about 10 to 20 seconds using tongs to brown them, but not for much longer because you don't want the steak to overcook. Now it's a good time to check with a meat thermometer to see the steak temperature. The steak in the Sip, Bite, Go recipe video here was cooked to medium rare and almost a medium. It was like 135 to 140 degrees. If the steak has not yet reached your desired steak temperature, keep flipping it every 20 to 30 seconds until it reaches the temperature you want. I recommend taking steak off the heat a little before the desired steak temperature has been reached, since it will continue cooking off of the heat. Now here you see I had a beautiful compound butter recipe that I used. I had some left over in the fridge. You can find the recipe for this compound garlic and herb butter at sipbitego.com. If you don't have any herbs or delicious garlicky butter like this, you could also just put some plain butter on top and let it rest for about 10 minutes before slicing the steak. Doesn't that look so good? This is a super versatile cut of steak, but I just want to remind you that it might be called other names like top sirloin cap steak, picanha steak, fat cap steak, sirloin primal cut steak, and rump cap, or some other reference to sirloin butt and bottom. Now, I know that's kind of a lot to take in, but that's why you don't always see the name culotte steak. So when you come across it, you might think it's a new cut of steak, but it may not actually be. So anyways, there are so many things that you can do with it. You can, of course, just eat it just like it is, but I actually turned this particular steak into a steak pizza. That was so good. Here, let me show you how I did it. You have to check out my new Philly cheesesteak pizza recipe from Sip, Bite, Go. Hey, it's Jenna here, and I'm going to take you in the kitchen, and I'm going to teach you how to go start to finish, how to make the white pizza sauce, and then saute some onions and peppers, and then put it all together with delicious steak on one entire pizza. Yep, it's exactly like having a Philly cheesesteak, except you're having a steak pizza instead. So join me at sipbitego.com or on the Sip, Bite, Go YouTube channel to check out the full recipe. And don't forget to subscribe to the Sip, Bite, Go channel on YouTube for more delicious and easy weeknight meals. All right, well, now that you know what a culotte steak is and how to cook it, I hope you have many delicious steak dinners ahead of you. Till next time, have a wonderful and delicious day. Cheers!